Now to our America's Test Kitchen Thanksgiving Takeover. Chief Content Officer Dan Souza and Editor-in-Residence Vallery Lomas are here with last-minute Turkey Day tips to make your holiday meal a success. Thank you boys so much for being with us on this Thanksgiving morning.
Thanks for having us.
I hear you have a good tip for making mashed potatoes.
Yes. So if you've made mashed potatoes and the texture has gotten kind of gluey, you can save it and make it silky again. Add a tablespoon of melted butter.
Okay.
And you're just gonna stir that in. For every pound of mashed potatoes, add that tablespoon of butter. Give it a stir. You might need to add a little bit more, but just keep adding that melted butter till you get that nice silky texture again.
All right, that's all you have to do with it. You get those lumpy potatoes.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
All right, so we want to bring in some viewer questions. The first one is from Natalie. She wants to know, can the pop-up timers in a turkey really be trusted for accuracy?
So the answer is a hard no. You do not want to trust that. They go off at a much higher temperature and your turkey's gonna be overcooked. So what you want to do is use your instant digital read thermometer, go into the breast, and you're looking for about 160 degrees. And then you want to go into the thickest part of the thigh, and there it should be about 175 degrees. So ignore that pop-up timer and reach for your thermometer.
So don't even get it. Don't even use it.
Yeah, don't even use it. It's gonna pop up. Don't even pay attention.
Okay, critical. All right, we got another question here from Kim. She wants to know, what is the best way to reheat turkey so it doesn't get dry if you cook it ahead of time?
So if you want to reheat your turkey, pull out that aluminum foil.
Okay.
Cover it tightly, lock in those juices, put it in an oven, 275 degrees until your turkey's hot. If you want to use that thermometer, that's going to be about 130 degrees. That's going to keep it juicy and get it hot.
Okay.
All right, our next question is from Hannah. She wrote, I ran out of brown sugar. Can I use regular sugar instead in equal amounts, or is there a better substitute?
There's an easy substitute. So for every cup of sugar, if you want to make light brown sugar, it's a tablespoon of molasses.
Okay.
And if you want to make dark brown sugar, which is a little bit richer in flavor, it's 2 tablespoons of molasses. So super simple, and you can do this anytime that you don't have sugar.
Perfect. Well, I did not know that. So that's news to me. Thank you for that. All right, Samantha wants to know, if I'm out of heavy cream, is there a substitute?
Yes, there is. So if you're out of heavy cream, reach into your pantry, get a can of evaporated milk. You can substitute this 1-to-1 for heavy cream, and you can use it in soups or stews, but don't use it as a replacement for whipping cream because this isn't gonna whip, but it is gonna be nice and thick and rich.
All right, so we just need to keep the molasses, the whipping cream, the little butter in the pantry.
Stocked.
All right, thank you all. Such helpful tips. Really appreciate it.
All right, happy Thanksgiving. We are back with our America's Test Kitchen Takeover. Chief Content Officer Dan Souza and Editor-in-Residence Vallery Lomas are here. Right now, they are going to show us how to whip up some easy dips to keep your guests happy while the turkey cooks, and a drink from their Cocktails Illustrated book that are sure to be a hit with your Thanksgiving guests. It is so great to see both of you here.
Yes, thank you for having us. Pumped to be here.
I walked over here and I was excited to see a dip as one of the first things we do, because this is the perfect, while you're waiting for things to cook, you got to enjoy yourself.
And look, people can dip and eat and they don't fill up too much for the meal, and it's very last minute. So we're gonna make an awesome green goddess dressing.
Yes.
So in here I have 50-50 mayo and sour cream, which is a great base for any creamy dressing. And then you want fresh herbs. I have chives, tarragon, and parsley, and I'm literally just gonna chop it all together like this. Green goddess is green because of all of these wonderful herbs, so you just wanna go to town. And if you have other stuff in the house, because you're cooking the big meal, use that
Throw it in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw that in there, and if you don't mind giving that a little stir together.
Put you to work.
I'm gonna do a little salt, a little pepper. You got a friend to help you on this, you know.
You guys are very popular. You hear all the like the oohs and ahs and the
I know.
I mean, if people want it,
smells so good.
So super simple. There's a little bit of garlic in there, and then serve it with crudité. Get some fresh veggies in before the rest of the meal.
And I was saying I like that because you're not, stuffing yourself before you stuff yourself for the giant meal.
Exactly.
Let's hope not. Okay.
And Valerie's got a great one too.
Yeah, we're moving on to the smoked salmon dip. Now this starts with softened cream cheese. Now, if you're like me and forget to take it out of the fridge, let it soften, you got a little tip for that.
Yes, just go ahead, zap it in the microwave, maybe about 15 seconds. You want it to feel kind of soft. So once it's soft, easy peasy.
Before it bubbles.
You don't want it to melt. You don't want it to bubble or melt.
That would be my second mistake, right? Forget to take it out and then overdo it. Okay,
right,
great.
yeah, but and then put it in the food processor. process it. We're gonna add some smoked salmon.
Okay, put me to work.
Smoked salmon, it's very rich, so we're also gonna add some really bright. Can you get the lemon zest and lemon juice for me
Can
as
I
well?
use the same tongs?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like, you know, am I
Put
gonna get
them right in
notes on
there.
social media doing this all
You're
right?
gonna get notes anyway, probably,
All right.
but you know, go ahead. The lemon juice as well.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
And we're just
Oh,
gonna
that sounds
process
good.
that.
Okay.
You can add a little bit of pepper and salt also.
Okay.
And once we process it, this is what it's gonna look like.
Okay, great. So you put that all through, and then boom, look at that. So you got a little protein in there. You've got
There you go.
Yeah, I love it.
And we're just gonna top it with some shallots, some capers. Capers are really briny.
I love capers.
Yes, and some fresh dill fronds. And again, we're just adding something really bright and drizzle a little bit of olive oil.
So this sort of like takes the flavors over the top, like
Oh, God,
to
yeah.
the next level here.
Totally.
Okay, amazing.
Now
All right.
Dan's over
I'll take
here,
it.
and he's using a kitchen staple for our next
Yes.
dip.
So look, it's day of. You may not have all the fresh things on you, but you've probably got a can of white beans. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do a can of white beans, this beautiful white bean and rosemary dip. So we add that in here, rinse the beans. That's gonna give you the best texture.
Rinse them.
Yes, and we're gonna add olive oil. We've got a little water and a little bit of lemon juice here. So that's gonna thin it out. We have garlic, which is lovely flavor in there, and then of course some rosemary. And I'm gonna do a pinch of cayenne, which is really nice as well.
That's a surprise.
A little bit of
Okay.
salt and pepper. Yeah, you want a little bit of spice in there, but not too much. And then you literally buzz it up, process, make it nice and smooth. And then over here we have our finished dip. So if you like hummus, you're gonna absolutely love this. Olive oil on top, and I'm gonna do a little bit more cayenne, right? Because it's the
Pretty.
holidays, you know?
Yes.
We gotta mix it up.
All right, and a cocktail.
Yeah, we got a cocktail. This one is an interesting combo. What do we
Yes.
got here? We've got a little, remind me again, it's
So this is a rosemary syrup.
rosemary syrup, and that's the key. And you're making it yourself, because you can't go out and get a rosemary syrup.
It's super simple. It's sugar and water. You heat it up with the rosemary, let it steep for 30 minutes, and then Valerie's building the drink over here.
That's right. So
Cameron, you want?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
yes,
you
I
gotta
want.
try it.
This is like Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. And this is
Top it off.
top it off with
Top
some
it off.
salsa for me, and that was just grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
That nice syrup. Gonna give it a stir.
There
Add a
we go.
rosemary sprig.
And so this is one of 50 zero-proof drinks in Cocktails Illustrated, but there are 350 proof drinks as well.
Okay.
It's a great gift for the
You got to
holidays
cover
as well.
both. I like
You got to
that.
cover both.
You
Yeah,
gotta
something
cover
for
both.
everybody.
Dan, we need one for you, so
know
we
what?
can all cheers.
I'll get some olive oil. So cheers,
Take your
cheers,
drink.
cheers.
Took your drink, man.
Coming up here, we've got no-cook recipes that'll save you on space in the oven. Delicious.
All right, now to more of our America's Test Kitchen Thanksgiving takeover. That turkey probably taking up all the space in your oven. So Dan Souza and Valerie Lomas are going to show us a couple of side dishes that require no cooking. And we're
My
talking about
kind of cooking.
Right, exactly. We got a salad here. We got prosciutto, goat cheese, apples, and what about the dressing?
Okay, so we love salads on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
You need that crunchy freshness. We're gonna make a really simple vinaigrette. I have some apple cider vinegar in there, and I have some fig preserves.
Yeah, I was wondering what that
Use
preserve.
Use any preserves you have on hand. This is last minute
there
stuff,
we go.
but that's gonna add sweetness and some viscosity to it. A little salt,
Yep.
a little bit of pepper, and you basically are just whisking it with a little bit of oil in there. You bring that vinaigrette together really, really simply.
Ooh, I can smell it already.
Doesn't it smell great?
Yes,
And it gives
fantastic.
so much nice body. So we're gonna add this to our greens. This is a mesclun mix, whatever you have on hand. Again,
Okay.
it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of hazelnut, some roasted chopped hazelnut. If you have peanuts or almonds, they'd be great as well. And then some thinly sliced apple.
With the apples, is there a certain type of apple that's best for this salad?
We like the sweet ones, so like the Fuji's and
Okay.
the Honey Christmas stuff are really nice.
Excellent.
And then goat cheese brings a little bit of funk, but really
yeah.
a lot of
Oh, I
richness.
like the funk.
And
All
then
about the
finally, cheese and meat go really lovely together, so we've got some prosciutto in there. So really simple, toss it together, get that beautiful dressing on everything.
It all goes together so well.
Right? Okay, so you're already
Get in
eating,
on
that's
that.
great.
Yeah, I could not wait.
Beautiful presentation on the table and really nice to eat.
Now the funny thing is, I don't think I've ever had salad on Thanksgiving, but this is really great. And you're talking about a kale salad. We're going to put some oranges and candied pecans on. Why is it so important to massage the kale first?
Right, so what we're doing to the kale, we're not cooking this, we're not braising this like other Thanksgiving greens. So we're softening it and we're making it so that it's very fibrous and we want it to just kind of relax. It's gonna make it less bitter.
Okay.
It's gonna make the flavor more bright and forward.
So it actually changes the taste by massaging.
Absolutely. And we've got a kohlrabi, which is great. because you can eat it raw, so just cut into matchsticks.
Okay.
If you don't have this in your fridge, grab a carrot, grab a radish. You can head out to your garden and pull something and put it in the salad, and even the apples. So we've got oranges, we've got the kohlrabi. Can you add some frisee for me as well? And we have a lovely vinaigrette dressing. And what we're gonna do, can you just toss that together for me?
I can toss it.
Yeah, we're just gonna toss all of that together, put it in the bowl, and we have some candied pecans that we're gonna put right on top, and then it's ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle a little here.
Sprinkle it right on top.
A little razzle-dazzle with the pecans.
Yes. Here, go ahead and try some.
Anything else that you might have in your fridge that you should throw on top?
Listen, whatever you have, greens, herbs, fruits, vegetables, it can go in the salad. Nuts.
Excellent. So, poor timing. Took a bite right as I need to ask this question.
Oh, so
Can't have Thanksgiving without the cranberries.
And this is a very interesting one. So this is a cranberry relish, and we use a whole clementine. So you got those clementines rolling around. You
With
toss
the peel.
one with the peel,
The whole
everything in
thing's
there,
going in.
and you just let it run like that. And it adds tons of aroma and flavor. Then you get in your cranberries. You can use fresh or frozen. A little sugar, a little bit of sugar.
Definitely sugar.
And a little bit of salt in there. And you literally just buzz it up beautifully like that. And you get this gorgeous relish right here. The texture is like really bright and crunchy. You really need this with food because it's punchy and wonderful. But another quick, easy one to make on Thanksgiving Day.
Is there an advantage to using fresh or frozen?
Frozen is actually even better here. They're much easier to find, but that freezing process makes all the juice come out, so it's juicier and really, really lovely. But even if you have cranberry sauce, you can add this to the table. It's just another more complex ingredient on
Excellent.
there. Really
All
nice.
right, great options, guys. And America's Test Kitchen is giving our viewers a Thanksgiving special 50% off a digital membership to their site starting today until Monday. All right, coming up here, quick dishes using frozen pastry that will wow your guests. Stay with us. I just gotta eat.
Okay, we are back with our America's Test Kitchen experts, Dan Souza and Valerie Lomas. They have a new book out. It's called Cocktails Illustrated, and they're going to wrap up their Thanksgiving takeover with some beautiful drinks and some dishes that you can make in minutes using frozen pastry. I feel like I'm really in command here.
You are. Watch out.
Gotta have
Now,
the tongs.
let's get to the first one. We're going to be making, when I say we, I mean you.
I'm gonna be making
an
it.
easy chocolate dessert using frozen pastry. So how long does it take for that to thaw out?
So you get it out in 30 minutes, you're ready to work with
Okay,
it. So we
okay.
want to raid your freezer, pull out the puff pastry and the philo dough and go to work on it. So I have this
Okay.
here, it's thawed a little bit and I'm rolling it out to basically a 10-inch square.
Okay.
And then all we do is we cut it into 6 pieces. This is like a really, really fun one to do with kids. So I just go down here. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger on these actually.
Okay.
And then we do a little bit of egg wash.
Of course.
And I'm gonna have you help me with the chocolate. So
Yeah.
this
What
is
kind of chocolate are we using here?
use whatever you want, your favorite kind. We're using about 60% cacao dark chocolate, which is
Yeah,
really nice.
Just toss them on here?
Toss it right on there.
Right there in the middle.
Yep, right in the middle
Okay,
there.
boom.
And
We
I'm
said
gonna-
it was easy, everybody.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
And basically, you're just pulling this over and
Okay.
crimping it on top right there.
That's so great.
So like, if you love a chocolate croissant, this is
Yes.
perfect, and it's super, super simple. So you basically do that.
Okay.
We pop them over here onto
Okay.
this sheet pan. Thank you.
Boom, just like that.
Boom.
Let's
I'll
keep
have you do
working
a
on
couple
these
of those.
guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are
while
you
we're going.
sealing them or leaving them open?
Yes, yeah, they should be
I get
sealed
it.
on this
This
side.
is the power of television.
The power
we
of
can
television.
do it.
We're
We can
gonna
do it
seal
this
those up
way.
like that.
But at home, you don't want
Like
the
this.
chocolate to
How's
spill
that?
out.
Boom, he's nailing it. Nailed it.
My daughter Isabel loves a chocolate croissant, and I'm sure she'd love
And you
these.
bake them up, and look at this.
Gorgeous.
Look how much it puffs, and then you get that gorgeous chocolate inside.
I feel like
It
I'm
is
in
like
Paris.
gorgeous and beautiful.
Chocolat.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous there. So super, super simple.
All right, next we're gonna do a more savory dish.
Yes.
And this is starting with these are also
These are little phyllo cups, and
Little
you buy
phyllo
them
cups.
right. We didn't have to make them; we bought them already in this shape. We did refresh them in the oven to kind of crisp them up. And we're gonna make a filling. I have butternut squash, and look, you don't have to roast it in the oven. You can actually cook this in the microwave.
Oh.
yes, I've got.
How long do you cook that in the microwave?
Just minutes. You just want to make sure that you can pierce a fork in it, and that lets you know it's done. So I did a little salt, a little paprika, a little olive oil, and I'm just gonna process this.
And you're just basically putting this together as
Exactly.
that. And then once you've got this, you're filling the cups.
Exactly. So once you have your puree, you're just gonna spoon a little puree into each cup. You wanna help me with that?
Sure.
And once you've got the puree in there, I'm gonna top it with these pomegranate jewels, sliced almonds for texture,
Pretty.
mint, and a little bit of pomegranate syrup. If you've never had pomegranate syrup, it is just bursting in flavor. It is divine.
That the kind of thing you could find at the grocery store, pomegranate syrup?
You can absolutely find pomegranate syrup at the grocery store. You just have to know you're looking for it.
Be such a crowd pleaser. Are you kidding me? You pull this out at Thanksgiving, people are going to be thrilled. This is
Right.
amazing.
It's so simple, right out of the freezer. 2 ingredients. You
And
already
I
got
could see the
squash on
kids
hand.
getting involved in this one too. Maybe on the last touch where you sprinkle that part
Exactly.
in.
The people who like to frost cupcakes, this is the part for them.
Exactly. Okay, we have the drink, the cocktail.
The cocktail. So this is another recipe from Cocktails Illustrated. This is a pomegranate spritzer. So you want to fill
I'm
your cup.
coming on this side.
Yeah,
Cameron,
come
you
on
get
this
in
side.
here.
Come on this
Get
side.
in there, too.
We fill our cup with some ice here. This is so dead simple. So we've got pomegranate juice here. We're gonna add a little bit of that.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous color. It's great for you. It's delicious. We have some seltzer here, and then the secret ingredient is using some bitters. These are some orange
Okay.
bitters, but any bitters you have on hand
Love that.
adds a ton of complexity to the drink.
I love that.
And then you guys gotta try these. And we.
Is this one for me?
Yep. You can add a few pomegranate arrows in there. So yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving. You got one too. There we go. You deserve it.
Dan's been left out once
They
again.
deserve it. Dan.
Once again.
Here we go. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
sorry, Dan.
Thank you so much, you guys. And you can get Thanksgiving recipes from America's Test Kitchen on GoodMorningAmerica.com.